Bonjour à tous, hello everyone, and welcome back to the French Made Easy podcast. This is episode number 201, numéro 201. In today's short and sweet lesson, you will learn how to say I love you in French. Pretty useful phrase to learn, especially with Valentine's Day coming up in a few days. So in today's lesson, I will show you how to say I love you to one person or several people. Now, before we start, as always, if you are new to the podcast, welcome. Please make sure you grab your lessons cheat sheet so you can follow along while you listen. It is a very straight to the point lesson, so no exercises for you today, but you can still head over to the French Made Easy exercise library and get access to all the previous exercises from the podcast. It is free and all the links are in the podcast notes. So how do we say I love you in French? Very simple. Please repeat after me. Je t'aime. Je t'aime. So use je t'aime if you are speaking to one person. Now, if you are an absolute beginner and you are just starting your French learning journey, maybe just stop here. That's probably enough. But if you are what I call a forever beginner and you want to know a little bit more, keep listening. We are going to break it down. All right, so to translate I love you. I in French is je. Je. Love, conjugated in the first person of the singular in the present tense, is aime. So far we have je and aime. And by the way, I've got an episode on the full conjugation in the present tense of the verb aimer. It is episode number 61 of the podcast. So I'll let you listen to that. And finally, we have you. And in that context, you is T with an apostrophe. Now, you might be wondering why we use T with an apostrophe and not tu or toi, right? So let me explain briefly. You in that sentence is a direct object pronoun. Now, I'm not going to dive deep into direct object pronouns today, but the pronoun you is directly receiving the action of the verb, right? I love who? You. You is receiving the action of the verb aimer, to love, right? And in grammar term, we call that pronoun. As I said before, we call that a direct object pronoun. And the direct object pronoun for you is te, T-E. Now, keep listening. There's going to be a few changes that we have to make. The direct object pronoun, te, is placed before the conjugated verb, right? And the conjugated verb, as we've seen before, is aime. So we have je, that's the subject, je. We have the direct object pronoun before the conjugated verb, te, and then we have the conjugated verb, aime. So we have je, te, aime. Now, because aime, the conjugated verb, starts with a vowel, the vowel A, we have to change te to T with an apostrophe. So the whole thing becomes now, je t'aime. Je t'aime. All right, so hopefully that makes sense for you. Now, let's see how to say I love you to several people now. So if you are talking to several people, for example, if I'm talking to all of you listening right now and I want to say I love you all, I love you, I would say je vous aime. So it's the same process except that the direct object pronoun now is different. We use vous instead of te or T with an apostrophe because vous is the direct object pronoun for you in the plural form. So that becomes je, that's the subject, the direct object pronoun, vous, and the conjugated verb, aime. Je vous aime. Je vous aime. Et voilà, now you know how to say I love you to one person or several people. So, recap, je t'aime when you're speaking to one person. Je t'aime. Je vous aime when you are speaking to several people. Je vous aime. That's it for today's short and sweet lesson. I will chat with you in the next episode next week. À bientôt. Bye. Before you go, let me ask you something. Do you feel like you kind of know French, but when it comes to actually speaking, you freeze? If that's you, I made something just for you. It's called the French Fluency Gap Guide. And inside, you'll discover the 5 fluency pillars every French learner needs. You see exactly where you're on track, where you're stuck, and what to focus on next. It's completely free and you can get it right now. You'll find the link waiting for you in the show notes.